All right, we're going to go ahead and do a review of this Yyton air pump. It's an air pump for a car and for your home. So you can pump up your tires, bike tires, car tires, basketballs, yoga balls, things like that. Just so you know, Yyton went ahead and sent this to me to go ahead and do a review. So I'm not being paid for this review, but I am sharing my thoughts and opinions on this particular air pump so that you can make the best possible purchasing decision. Okay. So I had to do a little test on this, so I already unboxed it. Wanted to make sure that it works. You know, sometimes things don't work whenever you get them. Not saying that they would send anything that wouldn't work, but you know, sometimes there's defects. But either way, you know, just wanted to make sure that this worked. Okay, so what you're going to get is you're going to get the actual air compressor. Now, this is how big the air compressor is, and it does come with a tube that allows you to fill up the tires, or maybe your yoga ball, your basketballs, your bike tires, things like that. All right. It is very compact, which I love, so that you can have this in, like, say, the back of your car. You never know whenever you're going to need it. Just actually a couple weeks ago, there was a guy that I helped change out his tire, and his spare was actually flat. And this would have come in super handy, and I would have had it in the car, and I would have been able to actually help him air up that spare tire. But yeah, this is very compact, and it's perfect. And it does have right here storage to where you can go ahead and store this tube as well. All right. This also has a light on the side, so when it is plugged in, this does have a light that you can go ahead and press the button right here on the front, and it'll allow you to go ahead and you know, turn a little light on so you can get some light on the subject if you're doing anything at night. So this is good to have. All right. And then we'll get into a couple of the features. Just want to show you that this is what it looks like. It's going to come with a couple of cords. So it is going to come with just a regular plug that you can go ahead and plug in. We'll plug it in here just to kind of give you an idea and show you what, you know, what it looks like as far as the display is concerned. But this is the plug right here. You're also going to get a cigarette lighter plug as well. So if you're going to keep this in your car, you're going to always want to keep this in storage in some way, shape, or form. Okay. You're also going to get some attachments to it. So there's a needle right here. I'm not sure if you can kind of see, but there's a needle in there for a basketball. There's a fuse probably for this particular unit, and a couple of other attachments. You can read the instructions. The instructions also come with it as well, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. And you get a little case. So you can put this and store everything in the case and put it in your car so it doesn't take up too much space or room, and you're pretty much set to go. So what I'm going to do is I am going to plug this in, and we'll just show you what that display looks like, and then maybe we'll go out to the car and we'll air up the tires just a little bit. I don't need any air in my tires, but we'll just set up the amount of air pressure that we need to put into the tire, and we'll show you what that looks like, and then kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. So yeah, let's get to that. Okay, so here you have two different plugs. There's going to be one for, this is for the house, so it's going to show a little house icon. I'm not sure if you can kind of see. There's like an imprint in there, and then there's another one for the car. So this will be for the cigarette lighter that you'd be using. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to plug this in right here, and it is now plugged in. I'm going to have to move this over just a tad so you can kind of see. But yeah, you see it is turned on right there, and it does have you know, the power, so you can turn it on, turn it off, or whatever. And now, of course, you have these different areas. I can press the light if I wanted to. All you got to do is you can hold this down, this button below the power button, and it will shine a light. And that's a pretty bright light. It's an LED light, so that's kind of cool. And then, you know, we'll go ahead and turn it off. We'll go ahead and press that to hold it down and turn it off. And then when you do connect this, you know, I have a connection for, like, say, a yoga ball. I don't want to air up a yoga ball right now. I already got my yoga ball aired up. But this right here, this is the part, of course, that you would go ahead and you would put on the valve of your tire. So you'd put this on the valve, and then you would close it, and then you can start start airing up the tire. In the circumstance of putting this on your tire, once you put this on your tire, you can go ahead and you can set the amount of pressure. So I'm not sure if you can kind of see here, but here it says, like, you know, I think we can change out the for the PSI, we can go ahead and change it out and say we only want, like, you know, say we only want like 30 pounds of pressure. So here we can say, like, it's 29 pounds of pressure. I'm not sure if you can kind of see that, but I can adjust the pressure if I wanted to. So once you put this on, it will pressurize the tire, and then once it reaches that particular level of pressure in the tire, this should stop. So we're going to go ahead and test that out and show you what it looks like. But yeah, this is pretty much what this looks like for right now. This is a great thing to have in your car. So let's go out to the car and let's go ahead and test this out. So here you see, I've got the tire pressure. I got an automatic tire pressure on my car. It'll tell me when the tires are low. But here you can see I have the tire pressures. They're already at 35 pounds. So I don't need to air anything up. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually going to air the front right tire. We'll go ahead and air that up to 36 pounds of pressure, just to give you an idea of what this looks like and how, how that air compressor works. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. The first step that you want to do is you want to go ahead and locate your cigarette lighter in your car. So here's the cigarette lighter on my car. I've got something else plugged into it, but here it is. Make sure your car is turned on, and then you can go ahead and plug in that cigarette lighter right there, and then extend it out to the outside of the car right here. So there it is. You can see that it is plugged in. It's got a pretty long cord that goes on the inside there. So pretty easy to do. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take this off right here, and we will place this. We will place this on the valve, and we will lock it. So it was locked already. So you see that it's already on there. So it'll let some air out. You want to lock it. And then here it tells you that it actually has 33 pounds of air. So we want to go ahead and put 35. So my car might be off a little bit. And so what we'll do is we'll go ahead and set it for 35 pounds, and we'll start. There it is. It stops, and we've filled it up to 35 pounds. So overall, yeah, I would say this is a really great air pump to have in your car. If you're maybe your tire is always running low, things like that. It's always good to have an air compressor anyway in your car, I think, especially if you have an older car. This might be something that you need because, maybe you need to air up the tires. I don't know. It's up to you. I mean, you never know how you're going to need an air compressor. But yeah, I think this is going to work out. So I hope this review helps you out.